Hit it.
Where is Coney?
Where is he? Give me Coney!
Rachel, have you seen Coney?
He's probably with the drugs,
Post
probably.
a video on your Facebook so everybody sees Coney.
I can imagine Coney going like this. Oh, Batman, you're not gonna get me. I'm gonna destroy the Gotham Stadium.
I keep seeing this Coney 2012 thing everywhere, and you know what? I don't think he would make a good president.
To their benefit, when I was in New York last week, there's construction on every motherfucking street. Every fucking street has construction.
Maybe it's not quite as bad as we thought then.
Armin tested the theory, and then I swung from every crane up and down. I tested this theory.
Hey, who's that retarded dude going, oh god! Oh, it's just Armin, it's good.
That retarded dude in the Magneto suit.
It was so unnecessary, because it's like his leg was broken. I'm like, how did that stop you from swinging every other time? You don't need your legs to swing. It's your arms. You're doing it wrong.
We all like Green Lantern. I mean, we're pretty agreed that was probably the best comic movie last
we
year.
keep bringing this up. I love Green Lantern. Okay?
I know.
Jesus, stop asking me. I love that movie.
Joel, hands down, has to be the biggest Green Lantern fanboy here. So.
Oh, of course. I mean,
Now-
I made a 40-minute video talking about how much I love Green Lantern.
Right. So when I tell you that your homeboy Ryan Reynolds is going to be Highlander, how do you feel about that?
I'm excited. So very excited.
God, I can't do it. I just can't fucking do it. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it.
There can be only one.
And it's not Ryan Reynolds.
Okay, I keep telling this to people. Ryan Reynolds is a good actor giving shitty scripts over and over and over and being typecast.
Okay, here's my question I posted on Facebook, and no one could give me a straight answer. Why do nerds love Ryan Reynolds? What has he done to earn our love and affection?
I don't think we love him. It's the fact that the studios think we do.
I know, it's so ridiculous.
He's like our Nolan North, apparently.
I guess. Again, Highlander is fine the way it is. You're never going to be able to make a better movie than the original for two reasons. One, you're not going to have Queen, one of the greatest bands ever, doing the soundtrack.
Right.
Two, you're not going to have Clancy Brown playing the villain, one of the most underrated villain performances ever.
And
So, yeah.
three, Ryan Reynolds can now outshine a script that was to the caliber of the original. No
And
matter
here's
what, we know he's going to be typecast.
I know. And how about for Highlander, maybe you get an actor who, I don't know, is actually fucking Scottish.
I should not have Googled lizard penis. It was a bad idea. It was a bad idea.
It's always a bad idea to Google lizard penis. Like, what?
Why would you Google that anyway?
Because I'm into that sort of stuff.
Because we were talking about scaly penis, and I wanted to get a funny picture to gross out the group, but I only ended up grossing out myself. This plan
Well, if
backfired.
you're gonna gross us out, it might be a bonus if it grosses you out too.
If you're going to gross me out, you better have a stockpile of Sean's girlfriend's pictures.
Oh, badum tish.
I
we
don't
can
need
make-
any more of those. Here's like 80 of them.
We can
You know
make fun
anything
of
is
him
you
just
made
not
me
here.
curious, now I just Googled it as well. You're right, I shouldn't have Googled that.
How about
Oh,
with a pause and tweet?
Oh my god, that's so fucking stupid. Red
What?
Hood tweets? What? What? Red Hood
Wait,
has
are
a
you
Twitter?
serious?
What the fuck?
When did
Yeah,
he
I'm
get a
serious.
phone?
Dude, he Twittered and he texted.
Are you serious? What
Yeah,
what
Red
type of
Hood-
phone plan does he have?
That's what I want to know. It's like, you know, you hear on those shows like the really dumb criminals who tweet and Facebook about their crime sprees. You mean to
Yeah.
tell me that Red Hood is sitting there tweeting and texting about his superheroing? Hey, beat up some bank robbers, LOL.
Literally jumped into this guy's car and propositioned him. Apparently, a search of the suspect's vehicle revealed he had many sex toys and Halloween masks.
Oh my god. That's the most horrifying thing ever.
Hey, hang on.
Apparently, he works for a company called Total Entertainment, and when the company was asked if he worked with children in his clown position, because he was a professional clown. He wasn't just a guy dressed as a clown, he was a professional paid clown.
Went to clown college and everything.
Yeah, they had no comment about whether he ever worked children's parties. I think that says that, yeah, he did.
I hope they. Again, that's the scariest thing ever. I think that was a Halloween story, and I can't think of anything more terrifying.
I've just found out in this that there's some other parts of the story. The headline lied. He wasn't completely naked. He was wearing a thong.
Oh, wow, that makes it so much better.
But also, when he drove away, the police chased him and he threw drugs out the car window as well. So clearly he was stoned as balls.
Well, obviously, if you're going to be doing that, I hope you're high. That should be the next slasher movie. Forget, Jason or Freddy Krueger. It should be Crazed Sex Clown.
Krusty, the movie.
Yeah, there you go. This is the best, worst Krusty movie ever. He got a gritty reboot. And now this is the point of the show. And now this is the point of the show where we just laugh at a funny picture that no one else can see.
I can't even put this on YouTube.
No, okay, I will
Boy,
describe.
that is one veiny dick.
It's a giant veiny penis, but it's been photoshopped, the tip of which to have Bane's mask on it. There you go, people. I hope you're happy. And now we're all laughing like 6-year-olds because it's the funniest thing ever.
Bane up.
Ow, my side hurts.
You just imagine this Bane talking to Batman.
Hello, Batman. I'm big and veiny. I want you to just have a stroke at me there, Batman. Oh, yeah.
Come on, Batman, hit me. My head is very hard.
When your ass is ashes, you have my permission to come.
When your ass is ashes, Batman, then you'll have my permission to come. Yes.
So now that we've laughed at the penis, is there any other news we want to talk about?
I found my favourite news story of this week, and it's also the last one.
Okay, go.
New perversion for knicker-sniffing Japanese.
Oh,
Following on from the success of vending machines selling used schoolgirl knickers to perverted Japanese men, a new product has come on the market in the form of a perfume called the smell of a boy's anus.
Wow.
It's made by the same company that formerly caused outrage with their scents, schoolgirl armpit and schoolgirl urine. It's part of a series of themed fragrance oils sold under the tagline, The Forbidden Scent. Experience that smell one more time.
Jesus.
Wow. One more time before they drag you off to jail.
Damn it.
In its promotional material on its website, the firm says the oil, the smell of a boy's anus, is a real anal smell bottle and captures the pheromone emitted from the anus of a cute boy.
What research did they have to put into that?
I mean, screw finding out, like cures for HIV, cancer, and all that shit.
Yeah.
No. We need the smell of boy ass. I mean, that's what we need. I mean,
We
what's
need to
next?
capture that.
What's next? Little girl feet? Like, what is, like...
Oh, no, that was...
Tamatoy stresses this product does not smell like anything unpleasant. It is purely the smell of the anus. A strong, musky perfume smell tinged with a pungent odour. I love that they say, though, it does not smell like anything unpleasant. It is purely the smell of the anus.
Yeah, it's not bad. It's
Because
totally
anuses, they're fine. They're
I mean,
fine.
as we all know, my ass smells like cherries. It's just, I mean, you know what?
broke Sean with this.
You know
one.
what? I'm gonna go to
There's a
Japan.
photograph
I'm gonna,
of the box, and it's got a cartoon anime-looking boy on it, and he's presenting his buttocks.
Of course.
I love the Japanese translation, though, that just says it's simply real anal smell bottle.
who the fuck buys this?
Have you seen the photo of the box?
Oh yeah, I saw it.
Can we at least get 18-year-old girls skid mark jeans? Like, can we at least get those?
You probably can.
Because I'm pretty sure. No, actually, you know what? I want a cologne that smells like straight up snatch. I don't want the
I'd buy
good.
that.
I don't want the good smelling stuff. I don't want.
You want something you can spray on your fingers and freak people out.
Just like this is like strictly for virgins. Just spray it on your hand and be like, "Yeah, I was with Jenny last night." You know?
There you go. See, we could make a lot of money off that.
Spray it
actually.
on your face and then go to meet the in-laws.
There you go.
You hug the mother and she smells it and just freak them out a bit.
Hey,
think
Mrs.
It's
Anderson.
okay, it's just pussy-smelling perfume.
Be like, why do you smell like boy ass? Oh, that's just.
Oh, it's okay. It's only a young boy's fresh anus. The smell of a boy's anus from
I
Japan.
I got the special edition, like straight up 4-year-old ass. I mean,
It's cool. I've got the smell of a boy's anus on my ass. I've got the smell of a schoolgirl's armpit on my armpits, and schoolgirl urine on my dick.
Hey, if I want to attract, I mean, it's like deer attracting.
I smell like a Japanese
You
person.
put some like deer piss somewhere, and then like the deer comes towards it. So I guess that's how they attract Japanese women. They spray like Japanese woman piss on them, and then the girls like come in and they hunt them. You know.
Oh
must
dear.
have some
There's a
Japanese
follow-up
fans.
story.
Oh,
Man wearing smell of a boy's anus attacked by bears on camping trip.
the bears don't like it.
No, I made that up, but still.
I was going to say, when you say bears, do you mean like cave
I
bears? or do you
heard
mean,
the
like
smell of
bears?
the menstruation attracts bears.
hang on. I'm going out in the woods. What should I bring with me?
The smell of a boy's
let me-
anus
get
in
my
a
cologne
real
from the
anal
point.
smell bottle.
What's terrible about that is that we totally believed you for like 5 seconds.
I love that they say though that it comes in a real anal smell bottle as opposed to a fake anal smell
Yeah,
bottle.
I mean, you don't want to get one of those.
You don't want a fake one.
bottles.
They leak all over the place, and then
I
you've
know.
got an entire bag that just smells like a boy's ass.
Still trying to figure out why the hell you were reading Superman and Superboy in the first place. Like,
Yeah,
what brought
I
you
was
on
bored.
masochist?
I was bored one day. I thought
Yeah, when-
Superboy's costume looked pretty cool.
Yeah,
I was
when
like,
I'm bored,
hey,
I punch myself in
check
the
this
nuts.
out.
I don't read bad comics. It's less
Well-
painful.
No, it's a funny story, right? So I was reading it and I was like, man, this sucks. Like, I wonder who's writing this. And it says Scott Leb. Right, well, at Superman at the time was not Scott Lobdell yet, but it still was
No,
horrible.
It was
And
pretty
then
bad.
Superboy though was Scott Lobdell from the beginning. I was like, oh, this is so bad, but I'm gonna still read it because all right, here's what happened. I was reading Teen Titans.
This
and
isn't a
it tied
funny
in with-
story.
It tied in with Superboy.
See, I think the Harry Potter movies suck.
Yeah, I know you do. You mentioned that before. What's your beef with them, Armin? Let's get this out because it's
All right.
Christmas.
All right. We got I got some fucking serious beef with this shit. All right.
Okay,
This
go.
might take a while, but I'll get this shit out. All right, here we go. All right. So Harry Potter, right? It's like magic
Right.
and shit, right?
Yes,
I'm not
magic
saying
and shit.
I'm not saying the story of the character's growth and shit. I'm not saying that's terrible. That's really good, right?
Uh-huh.
The writing is good. The books, I've read the first 2 books. They're
Oh,
good.
wow.
Okay, they're not terrible. I think I could see why people love this, right? But then it comes
Mhm.
down to fucking magic, right? Oh,
Right.
I'm fucking fish face white guy, right? And I'm fucking, I fucking
Fish face.
no, so
white
fucking,
guy.
No, so fish face white guy's like
What,
no one can say
Voldemort?
my,
Is that?
yeah, that's the fucking dude, right? So fucking
Okay,
Baltimore and
snake face,
shit.
but whatever.
So
Baltimore.
Baltimore's like, so fucking Baltimore's like, okay, no one could say my fucking name, right? And all these wizards are like, dude, we got magic and shit, but no, we got to use these fucking sticks to control magic. Why the fuck are you using sticks, motherfucker?
Well, the really good ones don't need sticks, actually, and in the final book, that's the thing. Apparently, if you're
Real
really
good ones,
you don't
like
need it.
Doctor Strange and Doctor Fate. They don't need no
Basic.
bullshit sticks.
Well, yeah, they set that up in the book. Dumbledore in the first movie, he lights the candles without his wand. He just uses his hands,
Right.
keeping his magic hands strong.
So anyway, like they're like, okay, we can't talk about fucking Whiteface, dude. So suddenly there's this goddamn kid or whatever, and, you know, it's like the Chosen or fucking like the Jedi or some
He's
shit.
Luke
right?
Skywalker.
Right. So he's Luke Skywalker. So we get this whole bullshit with, you know, he's this and that, and every movie, here's the fucking structure, right?
Mm-hmm.
He comes to the fucking school for the year. Every movie starts with Harry Potter.
Yeah.
Potter. The same fucking thing for half hour, right? And then the next hour and a fucking half is them running around on some sort of adventure through woods or parts of the school,
Going
right?
to places they're
Right.
not supposed to go, breaking
right.
every rule, essentially.
They find
I never
something
do
that helps.
schoolwork.
Right. They find
Yeah.
something that helps them resolve the problem at the end of the movie, right?
Uh-huh.
But turns out the next movie, there's another problem. Oh, but guess what? The problem in this movie can be resolved with whatever the artifact is in the next movie within seconds.
Mm.
So it's just like this. It's like, okay, Dumblefuck. Why don't you just tell these fucking kids? Why don't you just give them like the Phoenix of the fucking stone or whatever the fuck they need, or fucking Goblet of the Orchards or shit.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, actually, you know what? They call him out on that near the end, actually, Dumbledore. They're like, hey, man, you could have had the power to stop all this if you just told us what was going on, but you didn't.
And that's what me, as a fucking watcher and reader of this shit, was like, what the fuck, dude? Like,
He has a bit of Charles Xavier in him, doesn't he, Dumbledore?
Right. It's like, so you motherfucker, you knew what fucking Baltimore wanted this whole time, but you don't fucking tell us?
Baltimore.
Baltimore? Is that the American version? Yeah, H. Potter and the Vision of Baltimore.
I just, don't get me wrong, they're solid movies. I've seen all of them. And I mean, yeah, I fell asleep through like the 5th, 6th, and 7th one, okay? Because they fucking bored me to death. But then everybody's like, dude, you gotta watch the fucking like 8th movie, right? And I'm like, all right, I got this shit ready. So my wife's watching, she's all into it. And I'm like, listen, they've sat and they've ran through these woods for like the 9th fucking time in a movie. I swear to God, if nothing happens, and then the main battle starts, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it's fucking Harry Potter and fucking Fishface facing off at each other with magic, and then there's fucking nothing happens, and there's like, shit's over. I'm just like, fuck.
I liked it.
eight fucking movies to tell me that fucking. God damn it.
Well, it was like you knew it was gonna end there. The evil empire always falls.
And surprisingly, the only movie I like is the one with the fucking Twilight gay dude.
Oh yeah, the tournament, the wizard tournament.
I fucking love that, and I love that shit for the underwater sequence because that's the closest I'll ever get to a sweet Aquaman.
To
an actual Aquaman movie.
And said, "This is the idea of Batman. Use it well, so I can use it and ruin it in the later."
Now, you know what's something I'm surprised they didn't do, because they hit everything else so hard on the nose to make sure everybody, even the dumb people and the 10-year-olds, got it.
Yeah.
The Bat. They don't say, oh yeah, hey, the Bat, it's based on Da Vinci's drawing of the Bat, the flying machine, the thing that inspired Bob Kane to create Batman in the first place. I'm surprised they didn't go there.
Well, I never got why they changed the name of it from the Batwing to just the Bat. What was the point?
That's a reference to the Da Vinci painting.
Really?
Yeah, it's a reference to the Da Vinci painting.
If they're going to change any name, change Bane's name, because thanks to that fucking twist, that wasn't Bane. No way.
They defeated his entire purpose. They gave his origin to Talia and basically just made him a dude.
I was so into that character until the twist, and I was like, fuck you, Nolan.
He was beginning to win me over, and I'm like the hardest dude to win over, because I'm like the biggest freaking Bane fan you're likely to meet.
I will say, though, I am not an Anna Hathaway fan. Like, I don't like her as an actress. Like, I've never been a fan of hers. I really liked her.
Oh, she was great.
Like, the first scene that she turned into Catwoman, just that split second where she just turns from being the maid.
They worked Holly into the movie, too. How amazing was that? Granted, they never call her Holly.
I thought that a little bit of poor directing maybe on this part. I mean, I know how blasphemous that is to say. And right up until the end, where we saw Catwoman and Bruce in that cafe, I could have sworn I thought Catwoman was a lesbian. I mean, what was it? She was living with that other girl. I just assumed that they were partners.
Well, they always play that in the comics.
I just got a strange lesbian vibe of them.
Well, they also don't come out and call Catwoman a prostitute. They just say she grew up in the bad part of town and did what she had to do to survive. In the comics, it was like Catwoman rescued Holly from a pimp and whatnot, and they kind of lived together in a Batman-Robin-ish sort of relationship. Then, okay, we'll take that aside that their romance was good. You get the final scene with, George Stacy dying, and him saying, it's going to be... spoiler. Come on, I mean, I think people know by this point. Where it's like, you gotta promise me you'll keep Gwen out of this. You gotta promise me, because it's gonna be dangerous being Spider-Man. And he does for a good little bit, and I was really surprised. I'm like, oh my god, this movie, it's actually aware. It's actually doing something really cool and unexpected. Then at the end of the movie, he's like, fuck you, George, I'm gonna date your daughter anyway.
Yeah, but that was cool, though, the way they did that. It was a cool idea.
Not only was it a cool line, it makes sense. It shows he's not fully responsible yet, and he's just sort of still learning.
Can I just mention one thing that I found completely retarded and I facepalmed? And then I'll get the fuck out of here again. All right, so I'm watching the movie, and the one, the whole police station scene with him, it was kind of almost like Raimi reminiscent, when he's trying to tell him of the giant lizard. And I thought, like, that didn't click with it. But then when he's, like, talking to her, he's like, oh, I get it. Your boyfriend's, wears a lot of different masks.
Oh, I hated that.
I was like,
oh my god, that was so bad. It gets worse, too, because when he goes to Oscorp in the beginning, they're so on the freaking nose. They're like, oh, are you having trouble finding yourself? Aw, you're kidding me. They did not just say that. And they have another line later about finding yourself. Hey, get it, everybody? The movie's about finding yourself. And I still didn't know who Peter Parker was at the end of the movie. I had a way better understanding of who Peter Parker was as a character at the end of the first one. Yeah.
who wears glasses even though he doesn't need to.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah, he does. He takes out his contact lens and puts on the glasses instead. Because they're his father's
And after
glasses.
he gets bitten by the spider, to which the lizard even says, "Oh, hey, when I got my, crazy splicing, I don't need my glasses anymore."
Yeah,
And we
when
have-
he got them. We don't know if that happened to Peter. He could have still remained the glasses, because Peter did still need glasses in the comics after getting bitten. That was one big thing.
But I'm just saying, I like the original series and all that, and I really want like Star Wars, the TV show, to be type of that talky, techie type thing, where like they talk like technical shit, like you actually understand like how this world works, like what makes warp drive work, like shit like that. I mean,
Right.
or what how does one construct a lightsaber, shit like that.
I think they should take their cues from Game of Thrones, because remember, Star Trek is science fiction. Star Wars, science fantasy, and I think they should embrace the fantasy part of science fantasy.
I mean, I would love it if, like, during a show they like actually got to fight a Krayt dragon or something. They're like legendary creatures on Tatooine. Like, that'd be so badass.
Actually,
Give us some shit on the
Sarlacc
Hutts. Say why Hutts get so fat.
Right.
Why are Hutts always in power? I don't understand.
Or how about that? Like, how about the main antagonist of the first couple seasons is a Hutt? It's all about him ordering these hits on like these running rebels who are trying to hide from the Empire. That'd be sick.
I mean, or the Hutt is like in the shadows or whatever. Like no one knows who's ordering these hits.
Right.
Or do like a Valkyrie thing with someone who works inside the Empire, whereas like in serving my country, I betrayed my honor. Right, something like that. That would be cool. I'd like that.
Everything we just came up with is the greatest Star Wars thing ever, and unfortunately,
and they'll never do it.
Yeah, they would never do. I mean, they could like focus on the few remaining Jedi. They could focus on that, but no.
SWTOR did great stuff with the Imperial Agent that I thought was just like, oh, this is so awesome. It's like a spy thriller in the Star Wars universe.
Dude, everything in that game.
That long word up. Well, shit, Amanda Waller's running the team, so of course they're fucking evil.
Of course they are.
Yeah, it's skinny Waller never does anything good. She's always evil, or she's always got some ulterior motive, from Cadmus to Checkmate to friggin' the Secret Six and the Suicide Squad. Oh, and I love that too, that she can run the Squad and the Justice League of America at the same time.
You know what I find funny? We can't call her Amanda Waller. We have to call her Skinny Waller.
We have to call her Skinny Waller every time, because the real Amanda Waller is fat.
Yeah,
if
I know. There you go.
Or no, I was gonna say, if I wrote that book, I would have an entire arc of just nothing but Amanda Waller stress eating.
This is how she becomes fat again.
Superman that went to Nazi Germany, took Hitler, and then jumped him back over to the League of Nations.
Yep.
Wasn't that the original Superman?
Yep, Superman ended World War II in like 2 panels.
John Carter.
Captain America just punched Hitler in the face about 100 times.
Yes,
Which
he
I
did.
I actually prefer that, rather than take him to justice. Just keep punching him in the face.
Just keep punching him
That's
over
worse
and
than
over again. Yeah, and maybe hit him in
That'll
the balls
teach him.
once or twice when he's down.
It's like Superman and Captain America take turns just punching Hitler in the face.
I'd watch that. I'd totally watch that movie.
But the only problem is Hitler's jaw would kind of break after one punch from Superman, and Captain America would be like, dude, I can't punch him now, what the fuck?
What the fuck, man? The fuck?
Annoys
Don't
me
forget
that
about
argument that
World's
Batman's ready for anything. If Batman was ready for anything, every single Batman story ever told would be over in 5 minutes.
Yeah, true.
That's why I like the new Scott Snyder run, because Batman gets fucked up and caught off guard a lot.
Exactly.
And just look at the video games, though. Batman, I know I come back to the video games a lot, but Arkham Asylum and Arkham City, Batman was ready for anything. It wouldn't matter what the Joker does in any of that. It would be over in 5 seconds.
Yeah, true.
Gotten that shit injected into him.
Yeah.
He'd be like, I know he's gonna inject me with the.
armor
He injected
in
me.
case